Okay, Rachel Fakhri. So more rhythm tricks. We worked a lot on the A dorian trick, and so rather than just doing the 1/4 indefinitely, you can contrast it. The simplest contrast is just to call a key change, move it up a whole step to B. That really brightens things up. It's very refreshing. But you can just go up the chord scale. So you can do A minor to B minor to the flat 3, C major 7. That's C, B, E, F. No, wait, that's not an F, G. And then to the D, 13. So you can do with the same rhythm. That forms a nice contrast. This always works in a Dorian key. These are all Dorian chords in the Dorian scale. Jimmy! And then right back to. What I didn't point out is that, well, I did point out one thing, was that the 2 can function like a substitute for the 4. So if you're doing this groove, you can just go instead. They both have a Dorian kind of function. But then when you're ready, you can go up the whole chord scale. One thing I definitely didn't point out is that you can take an open A minor and move that up to a B triad. Just move this up. So you can do your A to your D7 open. When you get bored, and then you can just D7, and you can go A minor to B minor. That's a nice way to kind of get some open notes to contrast with this. So you have your 2, 5 here, or excuse me, your 1 to 4. 1 to 4, or your 1 to 4. And then we talked about a C to A minor modulation today. So if you're in C, it's real basic. You just have a D minor 7 to a G7 to your C major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. But every other measure, you can just go C to C sharp diminished to lead to your 2. The middle finger just goes to the A string. That's all that changes. Okay, so now we're going to modulate to the relative minor, A. So instead of going to D minor, just go to B half diminished. And with half diminished chords, when the 5 goes into the bass, it has to be a flat 5. E7, I'm an A minor. You can play harmonic minor over this whole progression. And then if you want to get a little colorful on the E, you can do those moving diminished chords. So that's an E7 like this, with a root on E2. Leave the root out, just play the diminished. So now we're pretending it's a diminished 7 chord, which inverts itself every 3 frets. So I'm going 4, 7, 10 with E in the bass. So we got 2, 5, 1, back to 1. Oh, and then you can go chromatically to B. A sharp, B. So you got A. Modulate back to C, start on the 2. I'm in C. C sharp diminished 7, going back to D. And then when you're ready to go to A, just substitute the 2 from A, which is B half diminished. Now we're in A. That's what we covered, and next week I want to work on some gospel progressions. Listen, I'll send you 2 tracks to listen to. See ya.